Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay. For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay.
Mango.
Bay.
Welcome to Mango Bay.
Hello,
Happy New Year.
one-stop shop for South Asian restlessness. We are two best boys, Usama Siddiquee.
Pranav, Behari.
We bring Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We got Anand with us today. You guys remember
Back.
Anand
One of our
Wilder?
boys.
One of our favorites.
New album.
Coming out soon.
Coming out
Yeah,
soon.
August or September.
I was supposed to do
It's finished though. Did I send it to you?
It's very, very, very good.
All
I haven't
very,
heard.
very.
I was
And if
supposed to-
you didn't listen to his last solo album, what is it? I don't know my words.
Yeah, 2022 release.
Unbelievable. This
Boom.
guy's an incredible
Incredible.
singer-songwriter.
Incredible.
He's like fucking McCartney with the wife-beating skills of Lennon.
Whoa.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I beat that. I beat that charge.
Yeah, he did beat that charge.
Hot-
like he beat his,
hot
like
songs,
he beat
hot
Yoko.
He beat the charge even. That's how much he beats.
That's how much he beats. Okay.
Dude, he's the fucking man. Love the guy.
Anand. Great having
I was
you
supposed to
here,
put
Anand.
down some tabla on this last one. We never got to hang out and
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
you chickened out.
I just never. I was on the road at the end of the days. One day we were supposed to do it, then you had some shit going on.
you were just a little shy,
Dude.
That was really the
I
thing.
could
Were you
put down
tabla shy?
He was
Dude, I could
tabla
do a
shy.
little tabla shy.
Wow.
No, I could have done it.
Because you posted something on Instagram that sounded so good that I thought it was fake,
Yeah, exactly.
and I was like, dude, you got to get on this album.
Yeah, you're pretty good at tabla, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he brought me the tabla, and since then I've been playing it 30 minutes every day, and just
that.
getting better and better incrementally.
And you kind of you have a good sense of rhythm. Like you do the beatboxing thing.
Sure.
so, you
I love
know.
it.
Oh, speaking of Zakir, R.I.P.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. dude.
R.I.P.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to the Ustad,
One of the
to
best.
the Pandit himself.
I just he just looked like he fucked a lot, Zakir.
Zakir's the man, dude.
That was-
I just feel like
That was my favorite part about it.
I know.
Here comes my obit.
Who,
Here
Zakir
comes my
Hussain?
obit.
Legendary Coxman died? Yeah, he played tabla. Oh, yeah, but
Oh yeah, he went cock at the cock.
he's a real coos hound, too, right? Like,
And double Blair, I think.
yeah,
But,
something like that.
Well, we got some stories today. We got some
Okay, we got to talk about the H1B, the Hindu business.
Hindu one business.
Hindu one bastard.
Dude. Hey.
Hey, hey.
This is the visa. So there's a controversy around this visa that is kind of flaring up right now. Civil war in the MAGA base happening.
Yes.
H1B, you did like 9 hours of research on this. You want to tell us?
9 minutes of research.
This guy basically came in with like 8 tomes and papyrus coming out of his
The
hands.
McCarran-Walter Act of 1952 actually was
here,
the foundation of the H1.
So what's the H1B visa, bro?
Oh, I don't know. They let in, 65,000 people a year,
Yeah.
right? And you have to have a bachelor's degree. Mm-hmm. And you have to be sponsored by an employer.
Yes.
Sure.
Here. And the other important fact is 7 out of 10 of those 65,000 people are coming from...
Bro, I know exactly.
Dude.
And then 1 out of 10 from China, and then, the
So
other
it's not
two-
even
the-
that many, and it's
It's
only
not that many at all.
It's like 60. I thought it was 85,000, but
I think it's 65,000 plus another 20,000.
Right.
I forget
And
what
some
those
other
are for.
kind
Yeah,
of
for,
visa. But people are losing
quota.
the shit. The controversy started because Trump hired this guy, Krishna something, Sriram Krishna. Yeah, Sriram
Bhattiyali.
Krishnan. To be his like AI guy, right?
Right.
And this guy's like obviously he's like some kind of tech. Well, he knows, right? He's the knower. And then he said something about H1Bs.
Well, he
like-
wanted to undo the caps. So on X, he was like, we should get rid of all the caps.
Yes.
Every Indian
exactly.
everywhere.
Let 'em
Like,
all in.
A cricket pitch on every
Yeah.
high school.
And then
you
that
know?
lit the fuse where all
Yeah.
the fucking goons, the MAGA goons
dude,
came
they
out.
went out of nowhere.
Laura Loomer, who looks like she looks like an Xbox, original Xbox.
She's blocky.
Yeah, she's
blocky.
very blocky.
She's like a
you know
Minecraft
what I
character.
She looks like
Yeah.
the actual Xbox, the machine.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
she looks basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm saying. She looks like a Roblox.
And her
character.
box has an X over it because you want no part of it. She looks insane, actually. She looks like
Who is
fucking
she? What is
Pennywise
she?
the Clown.
And she's what?
She's just like a MAGA influencer.
Right,
She's
right,
like,
yeah.
I've been at Mar-a-Lago a lot, and one thing I can say is we need to divorce from tech. I'm
Yes.
like, you're retarded.
Well, I agree with
First of all, why are you at MAGA? Why are you at Mar-a-Lago? Are you like the in-house fluffer at Mar-a-Lago, Laura Loomer? You know? And then we're going to divorce ourselves from tech, the biggest, most burgeoning industry
on Earth right now.
in this country, on Earth, right?
She's a Luddite.
Yeah.
Don't be put comparatively.
I might like this. What's her name?
Laura Loomer.
LL.
Yeah, you'll like her. LL, yeah.
Okay, wink. Yeah, so there's a lot of controversy going on. Everyone's kind of getting angry at basically.
No, hold on. Then Vivek jumped in.
Right.
Oh,
Vivek jumped in with a post, really hit them a bit too hard, where he was basically gave them the speech of listen, Americans are just don't focus on education and they're lazy and they don't work. Vivek basically said to white people what white people say to black people.
Right.
And they did not like it at all.
Right.
Okay, they hated that shit.
That's exactly what happened.
That's what happened. And then the floodgates open, and now it's just been open season on Indians.
Dude, have you seen the X stuff right now? It's like guys with PhDs,
Yeah.
Talking shit on India.
These turban heads need to just chill.
I know.
And this guy, you can see Jack Newsom, PhD of political science.
Yeah.
Wow,
it's not just the punk tink touche guys.
Right.
It's guys with a BA of science, fucking.
Well, because if
know,
you're on the
and they're
wrong
all,
side,
coming in now.
you can just be racist against them, right?
Yeah,
That's the thing, is,
Everybody
like-
can be racist against Indians.
it's
though,
like open
from the
season.
left and the
Yeah,
right.
right,
They have both of them have an angle now.
Right. So I mean, it's very, very first of all stupid because first of all, H1B isn't even a great visa. To be
there's
honest.
there's an income cap on it too.
Yes.
Right.
So it's like you have 3 years, right? Your wife can't even work, which is I guess not a bad thing.
Unless she's sponsored too.
Right, with some other visa shit, right? So you on that visa you can't have your wife work. So and then 3 years in you have to choose another one. Dude, it's not even a great visa. It's hard to get the actual citizenship after you got it.
Yeah.
A lot of people will have stories of them applying for citizenship when they get here. Then 3 years later, they check again. They're their number is one ahead.
Yeah,
in the
I
queue.
know. The queue
You know
is
what
I
I'm
so
know they have to
fucking long.
keep going home to re-up it.
Yeah, you have to keep going home to
You can't stay for that long, or
I think something like that.
No, I
yeah.
have
bullshit. So it's
I have some European friends who are on it. Yeah, and I think it sounds stressful.
Call ICE on those motherfuckers.
Yeah,
It sounds stressful.
Okay? Can they code? What do they know about
They
AI?
just come here to make kolaches, okay?
Yeah.
We're actually building the fucking nation, all right? Dude, so it is. I just feel we talk about some Mangba all the time, and so much so that it's not even surprising anymore. These kind of situations, right? If you might have been reading it, you're like, "What the fuck? Indians are hated." But on Mangba, we've seen this 1,000 times.
Look, even Joe will come in with a story of hey, I saw a guy drinking his own piss at Penn Station. What's that? Is that part of your culture? I'm like, God damn it, Joe.
that was a rough day
God damn it.
because it was like he came in, he was like. They pissed in the Grand Central. We were like, fuck. We took an hour to fix that one.
know.
And
I
then he
know.
hit us from the hip. And then I saw another one where a guy ate his own shit.
Yeah,
And you're like,
we might have to take that episode offline just so the Groypers don't get a hold of it.
dude.
Are you guys referring to one of the best episodes of Mango Bay of all time? In recent
Called
history?
India the Truth. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, dude, it's the anti-Indian kind of sentiment. First of all, Trump and Musk are against this.
Yeah.
So they're fighting.
They're for it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're
Trump is a Hindu president, but yes,
He
continue.
is the Indian
know?
nationalist president.
dude, literally. So it's like one of those things where it's like, that latent hate, that latent Indian hate is just always trying to bubble up.
yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
You
But it's a different kind now, right? Because before it was we don't want Mexicans, and they're doing farm labor or whatever, right?
Right,
When you
right.
get the southern border types, not that there aren't Indians crossing the southern border, but these ones now are it's like middle brow white people who are I should have that job coding or whatever. It's bitch, you can't. You're not willing to work for slave wages to do the coding job.
also
Well, no, but they're not making slave wages.
It's not slave wages,
No,
but
no.
relative to what a native-born
Right.
citizen gets, they are getting less.
A little bit less.
That's the whole thing with why the tech companies want to
They
remove
want 'em
caps.
'cause-
Is
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
it's the same reason why companies want to let Mexicans in so they can just exploit them as farm
Yeah,
labor,
yeah.
Same
right?
thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right? You can pay them less. You can you're basically indentured servitude to the fucking company.
I think economists are divided on whether it's good or bad.
Oh, tell us more.
you got anything for us?
I mean, you can always
He had
say
a little
everything.
twinkle in his eye.
You can always say that
We have
everything is
musician
there's a
economists.
racist kind of slant to it, but then
Right.
there's also an economic
A racist slant, huh?
Yeah, that's sure.
Really on the nose.
Right, but look, there's also economic arguments against it, right?
What's
From
that?
the perspective of labor. There's economic arguments against it.
Yeah, that
as
it
well.
depresses native wages and all
Yeah,
that kind
depresses
of stuff.
wages.
Yeah.
You know,
Jesus Christ.
but it's not just a economic thing,
Right.
It's a cultural thing.
For sure.
People are not happy about
It's multifaceted.
I mean, dude, okay. Like, these are all like Indian workers, right? We all know Indians that work in tech are fucking studious as fuck. They fucking go at the fucker, right? They want to come to America. America's got good wages. They want to come here en masse, right? There is a way in, right? H1B. Okay, you get in, but it's kind of like it's some fuckery, right? Because you go in and you're kind of beholden to your employer. But all you do
You're an indentured servant.
and all you do is you kill it.
You have
kill
to be
it,
sponsored
right?
by it.
And now, as you kill it, some fucking tobacco chewing, idiot is like,
I have a Zen in right now,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
disregard what he just said.
Pimpleless Zin
Okay.
fucker.
These guys
wearing
with
a
great
red jacket.
skin. Yeah,
Coming in
planting my
here.
flag right
Sponsored
here.
by Zin.
Yeah.
And they're just like, because with the Mexicans, you could always be like, well, at least I got a higher SAT score than them, probably. You know what I'm saying? There's ways to feel better than them. With Indians, there was no way to feel better. You're just worse.
You're just an inferior.
You're just an inferior, and you know that you're not qualified for the job. And in white American minds, everyone can be like, I can plunge, I can do that. But Mexicans are taking it, fuck you. The anger has no teeth to it. But when you actually are shown in the fucking face that this guy's better than you, dude,
That they don't like.
they don't like that. Black guys are scary, so you don't say anything, right? No. This is from the white character.
Yeah.
I'm
The
doing
white-
like
I
a
got it.
Kendrick verse where I'm being the guy.
Yeah.
Black guys are scary, right? We all know this. And that's why it's more hushed tones. Oh, no. Black guys stood. With the Indians, there's no repercussion bodily.
No, look,
So
there's
you
the
can
thing
just
about
attack.
Indians, though. Indians, look,
But you
the
can say,
white
like-
nationalists, they like their minorities not here, first of all. But if they are here, they want them to be submissive,
Right.
right? They can be submissive and successful, right? Or they can be not successful and loud.
Right.
But with Indians, you've got people who are too loud and too successful.
Are they loud?
That's
are
the
they,
problem.
Are the H1B guys?
yeah, you know, they're a little.
They're loud.
They're not even that loud. They're just like more confident. You know what I mean? They're assertive.
They come into the room like ding, 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 and then they start doing math.
They're not
Right.
like
You know?
talking in the movie theater, you know what I mean? Type
Right,
loud,
right.
but they're like they're assertive, they're confident, they move up into managerial positions, stuff like that. So they don't want people who have like a little bit of riz too.
Right.
You guys gotta show these guys like some Punjabi truckers and be like, hey, there's guys that are just like you.
Yeah.
You know, loud and not rich.
Let's do an exchange program.
You know, like he'll give you like a turban, trucker, so you can feel like a man again. I just think it's like the excellence is just so concentrated. So when you have professional visas, the people that are here, obviously there's homeless guys in India too that would make a white guy very happy.
I think a couple.
Oh yeah, there's a couple homeless guys. But there's like, if a white guy saw that, he'd be really excited. But the guys that we bring in are so fucking badass with the math engineering that they can't. It's like getting hit in the head.
But you know what I've been noticing now online is now the cope is at a different level. First, they're like Indians aren't smart, and Indian culture is nothing to it. It's stupid. It's blah blah blah. But then the evidence against that is so undeniable, right? India is like a very ancient civilization, has a lot to offer, as you hear me talk about literally every episode of anything ever, right? So now they've taken it to a new level where I saw a guy post who's like, Buddha was blonde haired and blue eyed. I was like, are you out of your fucking mind, dude? Yeah, the retardation is just, they're tard maxing super
Well, at least
hard.
they're discovering the religion. Yeah.
I
As
mean,
something to be desired.
Yeah, I mean, that's maybe, but even then they're like, no, it couldn't be.
He
It
is.
couldn't be.
He actually has white hair, and
Yeah.
his name is Rick Rubin.
Buddha, he does look like a Buddha. Buddha started out as a fat fuck, and they've been slowly adding abs and
Yeah.
there's like different schools of Buddha that kind of.
Yeah.
There's like one that I saw at the Met. He had like.
Well, you know what I feel like
sinews.
the problem is that like Buddha himself was not fat, right?
He wasn't?
No, but he had like robes on
Yeah.
that made him look fat, and then from there it just kind of ballooned
became
out
a
the
fat?
image, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's a fat fuck," because he just dressed kind of husky.
Right.
You know, he dressed oversized.
There was one like pagan sculptor who was angry at Buddha.
Maybe,
and he was like,
yeah.
I'll fucking show him. He made him like a fat fuck, and then it was like that was just forever. That I mean, dude. Again, I just feel like on if you see anything on Twitter right now, it's just so much like vitriol against.
But
like,
are these people important people on Twitter? I mean,
They're not. It's interesting. It's hard to parse out because like they're not they're not powerful the way like like a JD Vance or whatever. They're not like political players,
Right.
but they're like influencers online, right? So this is like the influencer class, and influencers, as we all know, are basically the most useless people on Earth,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get there.
We're all trying to get there. You know,
I'm only
what
a
I mean?
micro influencer now.
Micro.
Micro.
Dude, I mean, here's the thing. It's
My
like,
kids listen to me.
dude, it's a lot of the things that I'm realizing might have been even negative towards Indians was maybe just a result of how impermanent the H1B visa is, right? So much of their lives are dominated by this. We don't even realize, right? Like they're just living day to day, and all we're seeing is the Indian guy, fucking goofy guy. This guy's moved his whole life here. And probably in 3 years has to fucking go back. That's a very insane, maybe mind-altering thing, And then maybe 3 years coming up, you're 2.5 months in, 2.5 years in, you got to get married, right?
Oh yeah.
And so now you start sending like, hey, please send Bob's, please send Vagine. That could just be like freaking out over immigration.
No, that is. These are Bob's
Bob's
and Vagine frenzy.
He just needs to get a wife.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, I know there's definitely some Indians that we know in New York who are like this. There's one guy I'm thinking of. I can't say his name.
All Bobs must
I don't.
go.
I don't want him to get in trouble. But like I'm like, what are you doing? What visa did you come in on, motherfucker? And like, but he's like ripped now, and he's got hair like Fabio, and I'm like,
is it a comic?
Yeah,
I know exactly.
I'm like, this guy's looking for a white wife. Actually, that's what he's doing.
So I talked to my mom today. She said that she had to sign an affidavit at the U.S. Embassy in Bombay saying that she was not going to the U.S. to find a husband.
Really?
Wow.
But if she and she did.
She did.
Mean,
and then I
the product of the visa right here.
Yeah.
That's what we got
Exactly.
him on.
This is what H1Bs can do.
No, she came on a tourist visa.
Your mom did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
But her older sister came on like the predecessor to it,
And your mom had
exchange
to sign
visa, I think that was
but your mom
bringing
had
in
to
doctors.
Your mom had to sign the affidavit, though, right?
Yeah, at the U.S. Embassy in
So
Bombay.
she was a tourist.
in Breach Candy.
Wait. So she was a tourist in America.
Yeah.
She was a sex tourist, apparently.
Oh, yeah. She had the attractions down, dude. She was the original passport bro.
She said on the phone today, she said, well,
Dude, Indians suck.
Yeah.
I'm going to...
you know how all these American men were just so hypnotized by Indian women.
Was your mom like a baddie? I mean, when she came to America, she might have been like,
smoking that. Yeah, she was.
No, she meant like, is she hot?
no, I meant like, was she hottie? Like,
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Look at Anand.
She said. I mean, she was like, I was beautiful, and
While head shaking.
but she said she came for opportunity and freedom and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
She just came in stilettos.
That's not a tourist.
Yeah.
But, she found some
Wait,
opportunity.
wait,
The brothers came because of the quotas for engineers and the quotas for dentists and the
Right,
quotas
yeah,
for
yeah,
Right,
doctors. So you could
boom.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're...
She wasn't. She had a graduate degree. She was like,
But your mom, when did your mom meet your dad? Like in this 3-year period?
Yeah, she probably came in 73 or 2 or 73, and then they were married in 75.
Damn.
How'd they meet?
At the older sister's wedding.
Oh.
So it's like a white cousins married.
Oh, that's
Indian
right.
sisters.
I forgot about this. This is why your family's all.
Yeah.
You've got the whole chain migration thing going on with your family.
Wait, and so they met there, and she knows that she was going to leave in 1 year, right?
Did she know she was going to leave?
Yeah.
I don't think she was into. I don't know. Should we call her?
I would love to know the inner, like, were you just here to trap some fucking white dude and fucking live here? That was the move back then. I feel like.
Was that a problem? Or?
I love it. No, I'm a fan of that.
Look, this is the thing. This is how you know America is the best country, though. You know what I mean? People are like,
or at least has a good PR.
I mean, dude,
Good.
you come here. She came here. She was like, holy shit, I don't want to leave here, right? And
Dude,
she lives in Carolina. That's pretty nice.
It was like a weird thing because it was like I guess it was like a nationwide Squid Game where these people were just coming in. They're like, it's just doot, find a husband.
I think she
in
wasn't
3 years or else you're done.
I think she wasn't that into the chauvinism, the male chauvinism in India.
Yeah, she liked the American flavor of male chauvinism better, probably. I mean,
In the 70s, were they any different?
I think.
I mean, I feel like 70s
I guess
America.
a little less
that's
molesting.
like 90s
little
Taliban. You know what I mean? The whole country was fucking Alabama. Talibama.
She found a good Quaker boy.
I mean, at that time it was way different. I feel like there was definitely like a way more difference in the economies of India, South Asia, and America. Now it's like, why? I feel like India has enough opportunities. Why are you even coming to America to do tech?
I mean, because
it's still a lot more money.
Because it's still a lot more money. Because right now, I mean, with Modi, things are getting a little bit better in terms of the opening up of the economy, but it's still like a work in progress, right?
Right.
And
like
all the biggest and best opportunities for look, America is a great place if you're somebody who is smart and is willing to work their fucking dick off.
Right.
Like it's a great place for that. Vivek isn't wrong in that like Americans, the legacy quote, they're at an end of history moment where they're just kind of fat and lazy now. It's true.
I love it.
I mean,
dude, it is the American dream, right? It's just be so. It's like literally you just want to sleep all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just chill,
The American literal dream.
that's the
You know what I'm
human
saying?
dream,
Yes,
really.
you know what I'm saying?
Party.
Just do nothing.
You know?
And I feel like America still has that brand name, like come to America, and fucking do jack shit and make more money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what do less and make more money. That's really the American dream. I feel like, right? But like you see,
Pretty much.
in India, you see everything's demarcated, right? Like even the porters are like, I want to become the best porter humanly possible. So like, there's still a rigid class structure of like, hey, I'm a porter and I'm going to become the best porter.
That is the Squid Game.
That is a
Actually,
Squid Game,
yeah.
right? In America, there's that mobility. Like, I want to fucking run shit. I think every Indian who comes has that concept, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I want to run shit.
Oh, you think
You
so?
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, Indians
That
who
kind
come
of
here, they
ambition?
just want to get ahead. They're not like,
Right.
I'm going to take over.
That's
They're
what I'm saying.
like,
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
want to fucking, have a big house and raise a family and all that. Their ambitions aren't necessarily like, I'm going to come in and run this place. Like, that's not really the vibe.
Right.
you
No,
know?
that's what I'm saying. It's like get more, get way more,
Yeah.
get things. That's why my dad came. My dad was like
What
Canadian.
was he? He was H1B?
He was.
Were you Canadian, were you?
Bro, I think he was like
Yeah,
as
you're
illegal-
Canadian, aren't you?
I was born in Canada, right? But I don't think he had a visa in Canada at all or something. It was weird.
He's illegal.
All right, let's not say too much. I can't
Let's
risk
see
my
it.
boy.
Can I see your
You know?
passport? I
Whoa.
brought mine.
Oh, you brought one.
I brought mine.
He went. That was like almost like a Texas Hold'em. move.
I know. Fuck.
All in.
Throw him down. Lay him
River.
down. I didn't know if this was an invite to be on a podcast or if this was a sting.
Okay, let me just read out the number real quick.
Yeah.
Dude, he looks like he's on the run from the authorities. Man.
he looks like a 70s.
So
like,
hot, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, your name's Matthew.
That's the Indian.
Oh,
Matthew.
Oh, the Imalu.
Yeah.
Matthew Wilder.
Matthew with one T.
Dude, I think my dad
Ooh.
had less credentials than a Nicaraguan today.
So
when
what is he?
came in.
What is he now? He's a
Now he's all good.
Canadian citizen.
Yeah, no, he's an American citizen.
So when did you come here?
When I was fourth grade.
So you're an
No, I was in kindergarten.
So you're an immigrant to America from
I'm
Canada.
a first
Yeah,
immigrant,
Canadian immigrant.
I have a green card. I don't have a.
You're not a citizen.
I'm not an American citizen.
When are you going to get that?
You
Shit.
leave the show. You're like, oh, fuck.
When, are you going to get your citizenship?
Well, dude, I just feel like they're gonna find something in my past.
Like
you're gonna
what?
be you're
Like
gonna
You
be out of here
firebombed
on
the police station when you were 15. I'm like, how'd you fucking find out?
Why don't
about
you
that?
just get the citizenship, dude?
I just feel like there's like they're gonna find something that I didn't realize I did.
You better
But
get
you're-
it
you have a
before
green card.
inauguration.
I have a green
man.
card.
You're gonna be out of here.
What?
You're gonna be out of here,
Bro, I just don't-
inauguration day. deport this man.
The Purge 4. Usama doesn't get into America. Yeah, I just feel like they might find some shit. I used to like do random shit
Well,
in Texas.
Oh, you're worried about applying for citizenship. They're gonna dig.
They're
in
gonna
your
find
past.
something. Because we used to like throw fireworks into like police stations and stuff like that.
Are you out of your mind? Nobody gives a shit about that.
Dude,
all
I
right?
don't know.
You're not running for office.
You've been on America's Got Talent, not Canada's Got
Dude,
Talent.
I don't know.
all right, not Bangladesh's Got Talent.
Were you really on America's Got Talent?
I
Yeah.
was. Yeah, you know this?
No,
I
I
got
got.
a semi-finalist or some
What?
shit.
Dude, I got what?
I gotta watch that.
There's a whole controversy. Heidi Klum got really angry at a joke I did.
Ooh, what was
I
the
will send
joke?
you the 2 clips.
He called her like a skank or
I
something.
called her like a stupid cunt on national
Yeah.
television. Yeah.
wow.
Not bleep for NBC somehow.
You're like Heidi, for example, Heidi.
You're a
Someone
cunt.
called you a whore. She was like, ooh.
Ooh.
But it's like also like it was like went through 9 rounds of like censors, and I think they was gearing me up for a fucking controversy. I'll give you both clips. I had no idea you didn't know.
No, I didn't know.
That's great, dude.
Everybody go watch it.
When was that?
COVID year.
Oh wow, that's pretty recent.
Yeah. COVID year. And so
Was it
yeah,
remote? Was it in
remote.
person?
There was some remote. There was like 1 round that was remote. Yeah.
Amazing.
there was one. Basically, it was still during COVID when I had to go to LA, right? And they had like all these like rules and regulations. And I woke up one day in the hotel room, and there was this white singer who was on the like high school kid. Him and his mom came, and she was a great singer. I just woke up to him going, "Fuck you, mom! Shit! Fuck off!" Because he had gotten positive for COVID that day, and his mom was trying to console him. Ooh. And this nice little white kid that I thought was so nice was like, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking whore!"
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like recording it in like a stethoscope. It was crazy because they were just losing left and right because everyone was getting positive. They were throwing people out of the rounds. I somehow escaped with my third world immune system.
Well, did you do the fake swab, or did they swab you?
They did it. They swabbed me.
They did it to you,
and they probably went deeper for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you gotta check disease, this guy. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a wild time.
Who were the hosts on that? Howie Mandel? What is that?
It was Howie Mandel, who was my biggest champion. Then it was during the time
Simon was he on it?
Simon had an accident that day, so he wasn't on the second round. Heidi and Sophie Vergara. And so it was weird because during the controversy where I had the controversy, it was right off the heels of Chris D'Elia's pedophile thing. So I was freaking out in general. I was like, fuck, Chris, first Louis, then Chris, then me. The big three. The big three.
The big three comedians of our time.
You're like, and I didn't even come.
I didn't even come.
I didn't even bust a nut, and I'm getting canceled.
And it was just because you said...
I was like, should I bust on a kid right now?
Just because you said the C word.
He didn't say
no,
the C
I
word.
didn't say the C word. That'd be insane.
It was just a joke that we found was off color, and he did call her a tramp.
Called her a tramp. I didn't call her a tramp. I said if I called you a tramp.
Yeah, if he hypothetically called her a tramp.
Is she someone who laughs at jokes?
No. It's like, why would you want a German model judging comedy? Or talent, period.
I know. It was terrible. But it was the first show, the first set was standing ovation, the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, he killed it.
And I fucking... I really did have like an H1B story kind of too. You know what I'm saying? I was born in the jungles of Karnataka. Right. And then I came here with one red loincloth. This is the Jungle Book, but for my story, right? And they were all like, they were eating it all up. They're like, oh, and then did you fight a snake on the way here? Just gave them the whole
this is the interview
story.
It's like, I'm fighting my snake right now. You have no idea.
Woo! The bare naked necessities, if you know what I mean. So I was fucking, I did the story. I said I was homeless. And I gave them a picture of me like sleeping in the student union of my college. And they used that when I said I'm homeless, and they kind of juxtaposed me sleeping in the college. It was a whole thing, bro.
Funny,
And the story was so good that they were just like, we'll get him on. But I did give like a very like kind of sad Indian story.
Well, look, you have a pretty compelling New York story though. You were living in the.
You're still homeless, right?
You were bathing at the Planet Fitness. No, he has a home now. My boy got a home now.
Nice.
I do.
Yeah,
Dude.
lives not too far from me now.
Yeah.
Was it a 15-minute walk, 20-minute walk?
So it's fuck. I live here now.
You should become a citizen then,
bro. I don't know, bro. I got priors, bro. You don't know
priors.
Before I met you, I was a different guy.
So you think that applying for it will reveal these priors, and then they'll kick you out?
I'm thinking it might reveal stuff I don't even know I did.
Right.
Like
Fight Club style. You're like, it wasn't me.
Exactly.
This guy's walking around like he's always got 2 stars on GTA. That's like your feeling. Like, I don't know what's going on.
What if I banged a hooker and I didn't realize until until they fucking find out.
That's positive for your American citizens.
Like
supporting the economy.
Yeah.
Dude, I just don't know if they might know something crazy about me. So
that's why you don't run for office.
Yeah. Even then, you can still do it, dude. Look at Donald Trump.
Yeah, then you just find Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, if you found Jesus, that would be
a big,
really good.
yeah. That'd be a big,
yes.
You're one step away, dude.
If I became Christian,
I'm thinking about it.
You are Christian.
I know, but I need to find him again. And
name's
but
Matthew.
I'm already Muslim. It's like, why would I have a PS5 and buy a PS1?
That's
you know what I'm
true.
saying?
PS1 would be Judaism.
Judaism.
Yeah. That's the original.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah.
PS1.
Yeah.
One God. Dude, this is legitimate. I'm not just joking about it. I'm legitimately fearful of going into that office and opening the Pandora's floodgate of
That's why I brought my passport today. I'm scared all the time.
I mean, if you have a green card, that's the track to citizenship. So it's like natural that you would get it.
Right. But they do a lot of stuff, bro. They test you on questions and stuff like that. They fucking give you all this extra shit. They go into your past. They do background checks.
Bill of Rights. You know about that?
Dude, bear arms, baby.
It's true. My parents, when they got citizenship, my parents were super proud. They had like a framed picture of my mom and dad in the office Dick Thornburg, I think, was the governor of Pennsylvania at the time. It's them like shaking his hand. They're both dressed really nice.
What? Dick Thornburg?
Not Dick Thornburg, something like that. Might have been that.
Captain Underpants name that you
It
made.
is.
Yeah, Dick Thornburg is my name now.
I think that's what his name was.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Ed Rendell. No?
Ed Rendell. He's later. He was the
later.
Philadelphia mayor.
But he became governor, right? Yeah. Ed Rendell.
Maybe, yeah.
I think he was.
But yeah, they're like shaking his hand. They were like really proud.
I mean, okay. So the citizenship thing is like you're right. I have a very easy path to it, right? But I'm always of the fact that it's like if nothing is broken, don't fix it, right?
Yeah.
So
why do it?
Green cards let me.
Sounds like you know, one of the groypers
Wait, what?
talking about H1Bs. I'm just saying,
Dude, it does. American immigration is so fraught right now that I'm scared to shake up the wasps.
I see what you mean. I know
You
a
see
bunch
what
of
I'm
people.
saying?
I know 2 guys from Nepal who are like, I'm gonna go visit real quick before the inauguration.
You see what I'm saying?
And
Like,
then come back.
if I do it right now, they're like, "Oh well, look who walked in the door."
Yeah.
Hello. And they weren't even trying to net me. But then my hubris. I have a friend who did LASIK. Her eyes were fine, but it was the 1 in a million chance her eyes got fucked up,
Oh shit.
and she could have not done it and been fine. But then she went into the office and then got fucked. So I'm like, I don't want to get LASIK burned.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying,
Did she end up with worse eyesight?
bro? And it was the number 1 LASIK surgeon.
I just heard about how they do LASIK, and I was like, I would
They
never
burn your fucking eyes.
They fucking slice open your cornea, and then
bro.
then you go blind momentarily,
Yeah.
like completely pitch black blind,
And then they carve it up.
They bring it back.
They bring
so
it
this
back.
girl,
Stronger.
my ex, she basically had a routine that there's like a period of time where you are blurry. So for 2 weeks you're like, oh, I'm blurry, but on the mend, haha. 3 weeks go by, still blurry. She's like, what the fuck? Then they got to do like 3 or 4, corrective surgeries.
and this is what you're scared of,
Bro.
LASIK like
A LASIK burn. They cut the cornea. Next thing you know,
Guantanamo.
I'm doing Yuck Yucks Calgary.
I've done Yuck Yucks Calgary. It's a great room.
It's a great room.
It's in a casino.
Comedy Nest on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know?
Comedy Cave.
Oh, dude, Canada has some gnarly. I'm not gonna do comedy in Canada, in the Yukon Territory, and the first scene is me in the chill doing comedy, and the first scene is you're probably wondering how I got here, right?
Yeah.
And then the movie starts with me fucking going into the goddamn.
No, the move is
embassy.
Canadians come here and then dominate. right?
That's the move. That's what
the
he
move.
did.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Because
And
they're
Cana-
fast. These Canadians, they're fast talkers, you know?
Kind of.
Bro. Well, the Canadians all who will come here are all very good at comedy because
Yeah.
they
have to.
spend $20,000 to get here.
Yeah, exactly.
You just
They
said-
outgrew Canada.
Boom. So, but I know some great comics who are in Canada that just can't bounce, and I'm like, dude, that's a fate worse than death.
You're right.
You're just amazing in Canada, and that's it. Fuck that, dude. CAD, that fucking conversion rate, ass. It's ass.
Yeah.
It's ass, dude. Fuck that. So the green card is as powerful as citizenship. Nothing changes. Dude. Nothing has.
Famous last words.
I guess I can't vote for Kamala Harris.
Right,
I
yeah,
guess
that's
that
true.
sucks. You know that I every day
You
I
could
wake
have voted for Kamala.
Your
Actually,
conscience. Your
they would have
conscience.
let
I'm
you-
a Jill Stein.
They would have let you do some election fraud.
wait. Oh, yeah.
Your conscience is clean.
You could vote for anyone. Could vote for Kamala. They couldn't even defraud it with her though. That's how bad she was.
You know, I learned a lot of the Skankfest guys voted for Kamala. You know, I was like, what?
Who?
Brent Sagalow. I'm like, this guy must have voted for Trump. He's like, actually, I voted for Kamala. I'm like, what? So
That's a cover.
That's
a
you
fucking
think
cover
so?
story.
He has a girlfriend. I guess in New York you have to like not vote for Trump if you ever want to get laid. But
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, listen, everybody I know. Okay. Every listen. Joe told me this. You told me this too, Anand.
What?
Where your respective partners were mad at you because you weren't grieving enough that Trump won.
Oh, yeah.
Joe.
Stop, Joe. This is totally fine.
Well, it's not like you guys voted for Trump or
I
supported
did
Trump.
not. No, I did not.
You know.
You know, I just think he's a strong guy. I wouldn't have voted for him. I love not voting. I love not voting. I love not being.
You
in
know
the
what?
stupid
It
mix.
is. It's actually a new kind of privilege. where
Right,
you're like,
yeah.
I can't vote.
Dude, a lot after the elections, right?
Y'all crazy though. Y'all crazy. I
gonna
can't
do
vote,
it.
but among y'all,
I'm gonna mind my black-owned business.
Do you
You know what I'm
vote?
saying?
I'm a
do you-
Canadian-owned business.
Do you vote in Canada?
And the Canadians?
Yeah, and-
I do not vote. I
You
don't
go
vote.
back. You go back to Prince Edward Island and
Can I vote in it?
and cast your ballot for the parish president.
Yeah,
due
Paris,
process,
He's
eh?
wondering what the term was. prefect collector.
Got to be a parish, right? No, is it?
Of the Diocese of Canada.
What are they called? Provinces.
Provinces.
They're provinces.
Provinces. No, I don't do any of that.
Provinces.
You don't do anything.
I don't vote for my locals. I'm a ward of the state almost.
So you're just another micro influencer.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I love that.
He's
I love
a macro
not being-
influencer now.
Me?
You are Mac.
You got you got a lot. You got like 150.
It's coming up. It's coming up.
What do you? Oh, it's the numbers. Yeah.
The numbers.
Once you're 150.
You think that's what it is?
No, there's some people who have like less than 100 who are influencers.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm on a Canadian label.
oh, really?
Record labels for Canadian.
Really?
Last Gang Records.
Ooh.
Tim Horton Records, eh?
Yeah. Last time I chatted with him, he said, "Respectfully, you're not streaming."
Wait,
Oh.
whoa. What does that mean?
Well,
Like-
it's like these numbers, right? All these. It's just all numbers.
Respectfully, you're not streaming.
You're not streaming. I was
Get
like-
your mixtape
and I'm
in
like,
order.
what? Jeepers!
Jeepers.
Bye, Felicia. Respectfully,
Respectfully,
you're not streaming.
You're not
Get
streaming.
your tape deck together.
Well, if you've got 50,000 streams, that's not streaming.
It's negative $1.
You have to
right?
have 10 million through 55 million through 110.
Yeah. Music is brutal. I think it's
Spotify
even
ruined
harder.
everything, right?
It's brutal.
Spotify ruined everything.
I mean, it's great for the consumer.
Right.
You've got access to everything for.
But it's destructive for the actual musician.
I think so.
Yeah.
But,
It really is brutal.
It's pretty bad.
It's way worse than comedy.
So where's the money going to come from? Touring?
What?
Touring that's where it has to come
It's
from, right?
Touring, right?
Yeah, so if you get popular through Spotify and then you go out and tour and people go to see shows, but I think the music industry is
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's all I'm seeing, right?
And also the pandemic made people who kind of peripherally liked music realize I don't really like music. And just having phones, I think you're just like, why would I go out? I'll just
Yeah,
look
right.
at my
True.
phone. Every time I go out a lot, I can see a lot of music. And
You
every
do.
time I post on the story, I'm like, I shouldn't be giving this away to all these people for free.
true.
Dude, you know
know?
what's crazy? Why comedy has beat it a little bit is because alcohol is the first selling point of comedy.
It's the same with music.
But it's like, but music is still like the music, isn't it? Like a little bit like, oh, I want to see this artist. With comedy, it's like I want to drink to this comic.
Yeah, and then actually they'll be like, I'll see anybody.
I'll see
too.
anybody.
That's a big difference.
That's the thing, because it's
You
about
know?
the drinking. Right?
No one's going to go out to just any rando musician.
Right,
Oh, there's a
right.
showcase of musicians. No.
Right, right,
Rock
But
would
they
be
will
the
go
call.
to like any comedy club.
And again, they're just most people in the audience are just sitting there going to a comedy show.
Exactly.
Right?
That's where not being known as a comic helps, because it's like the industry has no respect anyway. So it becomes like a thing. Whereas music is rarefied, right? So
Yeah.
it's like it has to hit my soul for me to go out.
And the biggest musician will always be way bigger than the biggest comic, but maybe at the
Is that
lower
true?
levels, it's
I don't know,
easier
dude.
for
Kevin
people.
Hart's pretty fucking huge, dude.
Compared to what? Taylor Swift? I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
so.
you're right.
I don't think
If
so.
Kevin Hart picked up the banjo,
And we were talking about stand-up,
But
too,
Taylor
right?
Swift is the music industry.
Kind of.
right. No
yeah.
one else is making any money,
Yeah.
right?
She sits
No,
in
I
there.
think people are making money. But if you get close to Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
I was talking to this guy and he's like, this one song is going to put my kid through college. And I was like,
Right.
why this one song? Taylor put it on her pre-show mixtape.
Oh.
You know
And
people
then
like that.
I know the guy.
Jesus Christ.
And not only are you getting the publishing from it being played in these stadiums, but then also all the Swifties are putting it on their mixtapes, and it's also streaming.
God,
amazing.
Fucking damn.
So
dude.
that's my marketing goal.
Yeah.
My marketing plan.
Is to get on someone's mixtape.
Well, you know that's
Taylor.
Taylor.
You just have to get close to Taylor.
That's a great.
And that's what I got to do.
We love Taylor Swift.
I'm
Taylor,
a
if you're
Swiftie.
listening,
I'm a Swiftie.
Yep. I think I could do it.
I think you could do it.
Well, then you have.
Why? You're an amazing songwriter.
You're awesome, dude.
I mean, it's just random. It's just someone sends it to Taylor and said,
Have you been like hitting her up, soft DMing her a little bit?
every
Hello,
day.
please
That's
send
part of the
box.
marketing plan. You have to send her a message
Cold calling Taylor Swift every day.
every day. You have.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello,
but
my
instead of
name's
Bob's and Vagine.
Matt, my name's Matthew.
Yeah,
It's the only thing. I just
instead
say.
of Bob's and Vagine, like,
My
ma'am,
label said respect-
Hello, ma'am. Would you like cool psychedelic rock
Do you
track?
like yes, sir?
Yeah.
My name's Ralph. Customer service calling Taylor Swift. I'm good, thank you.
It's the plan.
That's hilarious, dude. I mean, that's speaking of which, foreign artists, if you don't have the H1B, you got to go O1 or P1. And do you know any artists that have the O1 visa?
I wrote a testimonial. I think it was 01
Dude,
for our sound engineer.
bro.
Oh. Isn't O1 extraordinary talent?
Yeah.
James Livingston.
And not only
the only
that-
one who can get our sound right.
Dude, it is a wild thing. You gotta have like 8 newspaper clippings, You got to have like won the Nobel Peace Prize and then showed them that it's not just. It's not
so
just
any
easy.
touring band of Yeasayers caliber, it was enough to just have one message from
That makes sense.
from the Indian guy. Of course, I wrote it.
He did the homework.
As I did the
Hey,
homework.
Anand,
Other
do
guy's
our
like,
homework
sorry,
for
man, I
us."
don't even know how to use Microsoft Word.
They should rewrite it VORD at this point because fucking Indians are so good.
yeah,
at it.
yeah.
Via Verd. VERD.
We run it. We run it. I mean, dude, that's the real shit. It's like all these Canadian comics on like visas, but they can only work in comedy, right?
Right.
And they gotta compete against American comics with American names. It's like, bro, it's a brutal thing. Two comics, Danny Martinello and Jared Campbell, funny guys from Canada. They just came through here, the comedians. Hilarious dudes, but it's like, where's your money gonna come from, dude?
Wait, are those the logger guys that we were hanging out with?
Maybe.
Remember we were at Pete's Candy Store and these big guys?
That's exactly the guys we're talking about.
Yes, they were.
Bro, that's so funny that
They
you
were-
know exactly what I'm talking about, dude.
They were
we
like
were just hanging out, dude, and like there's like a solar eclipse where like the sun went out, and it was Danny Martinello standing over us. Hey, how you doing?
What are you doing?
It's broadest shoulders on planet Earth.
Yeah.
They were like loggers.
The logger boys.
But he's like a golden retriever on stage.
He's so funny, dude.
You
He's a
know,
great
really
guy.
funny guy.
Really funny guy. But they're like what? Not known comics with no followings. They came to New York. I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do? You know, you gotta do some like you gotta have some like some cash money flow. You know, do some like illegal shit in the kitchen maybe.
Gigolo stuff, maybe.
Gigolo service. But how are you gonna make money as a Canadian? I don't know.
Right.
I'm scared for these guys because like it's like even like forget Pakistan to here.
And they can't tutor math.
Yeah, they can't do the math.
Tutor math.
I mean, they're gigolos, dude.
Oh, dude, that was the best thing though about the news cycle was everyone was hating on Indians.
Yeah.
Everyone's hating on like Hindu Indians. Then who comes to save the day? The Durka Durka gang. They came to the terrorist act in New Orleans. The fucking Durka Durkas pulled up, and then everybody stopped talking about Indians. It became all back to Muslims again.
We can't catch a break, man. I mean, it's a little flip flop. I feel like it's a little bit like who's got the day. You know what I'm saying? It's Hindu hate today. Oh, it's Muslim Durka Durk hate today.
I think, but both of those, the Tesla one too, that was...
Tesla one was a white guy.
That was in Vegas, but
Yeah.
both of them, they're both Army veterans.
They're both Army veterans, out of Fort
So really
Bragg.
the lesson is war.
War.
What is it good for?
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Automobile-related violence.
I mean, I don't know how that's going to pan out. I feel like the fact that it's just so... Because we had this racism thing kind of growing up, right? Just outside of the internet sphere. We're just always getting shit on kind of growing up.
I was good. I was cool. So.
Yeah, you were very cool.
I was
dude.
cool.
'Cause I know the name Anand came in later. It was I'm Matthew Wilder.
Matt Wilder?
Matt
I play attack.
No,
Whatever, dude.
I play attack. Sometimes I play MIDI.
I was Anand to my solfege teacher back in pre-K.
Cue
and then
Anand.
Anand from Mr. Johnson. Anand. I never did that. I
Keep
never
this
did
going
that.
for a little bit on the Patreon. Come join us.
Yeah, you need an H1B to get into the Patreon.
Yeah.
Pay $5. Get in here.
Your mango